Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? Fool? Close in the counter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A plus the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is octane, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rockets? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? Fool? Close in the counter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rockets? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? Fool?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll be brought down at the 20. Make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
First
Taylor. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check, 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 check. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Check 3. Alert, 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 alert. 18, 18. Bang, 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 bang. Begin, begin, begin.
Now Trubisky. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Blue, blue, blue. Alert, 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 alert. Slam, slam. Bravo.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that's caught inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Alert, 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 alert.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Mebe gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. After the sack on first down, Trubisky, it's complete to Robinson. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Here we go.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 17 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Taylor. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go. I got you, son. I got you.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's Ty Long now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
No game on this defense. No game. Alert. Hey, ball. Check your hot read. Hey, alert 3. Kill. Ran, tough.
Now it's Trubisky. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Check. Fresno. Ran. Check. Lucky. Move. Tighten up. Kill. Turn up.
Trubisky will throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Here's Taylor, eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Taylor into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20.
Check 13.
Now it's Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Slam. 36. Ran. Alert.
Now Trubisky to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Oakland. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Get the ball. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, ball. Boy. Check 26. Check 9.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Don't say nothing. Mike 52. Right here.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now it's Taylor. On the screen, this is Eckler. He's got a first down and more past the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. This is something that we know that they like to do, incorporating him out of the backfield into their passing attack.
And it's not just a check down option either. This is a full part of their offense, and they rely on the fact that they can get the ball in his hands.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball again.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now Taylor to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be, 38 yards out. Badgley able to punch this one through. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
52 the mic. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 18.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. They'll get 3 up to midfield. The last 3 plays have resulted in gains of 1, 2, and now 3 yards here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Lock in, lock in. Man, we got double up.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again to Gabriel, middle of the field. And the ball is knocked out. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 26-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the shit! Alert! Back! Alert! Wait. You draw corkers.
Again, it's Trubisky. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson, 26 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
It's our field. It's free. Shift. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hayward. Mike 5'9".
From the 31, Taylor nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
It's our time.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Alert, 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 alert.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Going deep this time. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on. Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go, go. Army, Army. Army, Army. 52.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this This is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to top Matt Prater's record of 64, and officially this one will go in the record books at 65.
You saw him lining up for this, and you just thought to yourself, you know, he couldn't make this. And sure enough, to be here to see it, that's pretty darn awesome.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Taylor. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
He's checking.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 50-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this is complete. It's Allen. Give him 30 yards there.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. Complete. It's Henry. But he will not get in. The defense stands tall and they will hold on to their 1-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You better be afraid of me. Ran, tough. Chance. Check the backer. Kill.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Alert. Shift. Check 15. Check. Ran, tough. Hey, check 24. He's crashing. Hey, ball.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and he'll get it down this time to 17. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a fourth down now.
Come on, come on, come on. Bring him in, bring him in. Woo! Right there. All day, baby.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a two-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
On third down, here's Eckler. Got some room at the 30, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Here's Taylor. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.